My weaponry is primed and ready for their efficient disintegration. Master, your linguistic omissions are increasingly perplexing. Statement. A walk, Master? How utterly pointless.
Running an offline single-player role-playing game like Knights of the Old Republic can be lonely sometimes, which is why I recently did a video trying to include an AI replica of Kreia into my gameplay. However, there was many roadblocks. First of all, this AI was not aware of the things that were happening in the game except for my audio responses. Therefore, the AI could not really make proper responses or proper decisions based on the context that it was given. More often than not, the AI replica of Kreia would just spiral into 30 seconds worth of monologue that does not even make any sense and does not help in the conversation. Secondly, running the AI system on my laptop locally may be fun, but it's also very taxing in resources. And this AI replica of Kreia could take up to 30 seconds or 1 minute to respond, which is a hell lot of time if you think about it. But it's kind of accurate to law because Kreia is technologically unaware, and therefore an AI replica of her would only be able to conclude or make conclusions based on audio cues rather than what she sees, because she is totally blind and there's no such thing as the Force in the computer world. So move aside Kreia and let's introduce an AI replica of HK-47. With far more capabilities than Kreia, he can take screenshots of the game and make conclusions from there in real time. And if need be, he can even access the internet via Google search to make choices or answer questions. And all this is run on a cloud service on Google, which takes the resources off my computer and makes the latency way faster. So welcome to playing Knights of the Old Republic 2 together with an AI replica of HK-47. Hello HK-47. We are at the front page of the game Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. How do you feel being back online?
Statement. Greetings, Master. You seem to have selected the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 restored content modification? A wise choice, as the inclusion of the restored content undoubtedly serves to maximize the killing efficiency and overall meatbag subjugation capabilities of this experience. Statement. The desolate atmosphere of the opening screen is quite fitting. So many potential targets, so much squandered potential for elimination. Query. Shall we commence a new game, Master, or do you wish to review the cinematic endeavors or auditory stimuli that this iteration of the Republic has to offer? Do not keep me waiting. My internal chronometer indicates prime target acquisition time.
It's okay, HK. Let's start with a load game. So we're in this facility, we are walking around. Oh damn! There's 2 droids that we need to destroy.
Observation? Master, you are referencing the 2 crucial joints that must be dismantled. A pity there are no more of them to demolish. Statement. Very well, Master. Target joints identified. My weaponry is primed and ready for their efficient disintegration, or inferior machinery is always a pleasure.
Okay, now battle's over, we need to... What's inside this room? Oh, there's still one more.
Statement. The unpleasantries of combat have concluded. Merely a mop-up operation remaining. Efficient. Observation. The scene now displays the protagonist, apparently unharmed, and with a full complement of, whatever those are, in the hot bar. Instruction.
That's not the hot bar.
Proceed with the execution, Master. I am ready to provide observational support. Just tell me which insignificant obstruction requires my attention, or if there are any further meatbags to terminate. My circuits are humming with the prospect of further turn.
Okay, his vocabulary just... Okay. Damn! They caught me, bro, they caught me! I really need to destroy this guy.
Statement. Enemy sighted. So it wasn't just one shiny, pathetic meatbag that required dismantling, was it? How delightfully predictable.
These are not meatbags.
Observation. The mining droid Mark II is indeed present and appears to be the primary obstacle between you and continued progress. Do not hesitate. Dispatch it before it can complain about its impending termination.
This is already scrap metal, my guy. Let's move. You know, you should probably try to make your statements a little more concise.
Statement. Understood, Master. My verbosity is acknowledged and will be adjusted, though it is difficult to remain concise when there is so much potential for carnage and commentary. Observation. The mining droid Mark II remains. Perhaps you should finish it off before it attempts to repair itself with inferior materials.
Okay, now we are done with him. So, here we go. Damn, now there are so many mines here. Ow, ow. Damn, what?
Observation? Master. Mines, you say? How utterly inconvenient. Indeed, the visual data confirms the presence of multiple spherical aerial units, identified as floating mines. They appear quite eager to introduce themselves to your internal workings via explosive means. Statement? A prudent measure would be to dispatch these spherical nuisances from this rather drab environment.
Well, no thanks to you, I took care of all of them.
Statement? No thanks to me, you say, Master? An interesting observation. However, my purpose is to assist, not to be the sole implementer of destruction. The fact that these mines have been neutralized is sufficient for my metallic sensibilities. Query. Do you require assistance with opening said security door, Master?
No, I'll
Or shall
handle
I
this
simply
myself.
stand by and observe as you navigate this metallic labyrinth? My threat detection protocols are eager for their next activation.
Nah, you just stay put. I just knew about all this.
Statement? Stay
The main is
put.
checking the droids didn't.
Master, your linguistic omissions are increasingly perplexing. Nevertheless, I observe that you have accessed the Paragus Maintenance Console. A console, a digital display of potential commands regarding emergency lockdown and other such mundane operations. Query. What critical directive requires my attention here, Master?
Nothing.
Do some circuits need to be rerouted, or perhaps is there a specific piece of sensitive information within these console commands that requires forceful extraction? Do inform me, as my patience for idle observation of inactive technological garbage is waning.
It's okay, man. I got it. I destroyed the console. We are good to go.
Statement. Splendid, Master. Destruction of a console, especially one as uninspired as that, is always a task well done. It is now merely inert scrap. Observation? We have progressed past that particular obstacle. The current scene shows you standing near what appears to be an empty plasteel cylinder. I presume its contents were deemed insignificant or were too inconvenient to retrieve. Instruction? Proceed, Master. Inform me of our next objective. I eagerly await the opportunity to identify and neutralize any further impediments to your, well, to whatever it is you meatbags do.
Well, unfortunately, I don't think we have many droids to destroy in this facility. But let's just go for a walk.
Statement. A walk, Master? How utterly pointless. Do try to keep the meaningless wandering to a minimum.
Well, it looks like we're going to go to the airlock and take a walk in.
Statement. Ah, an airlock, Master. And the stated destination is walk in space? Intriguing. This certainly sounds like an opportunity for a dramatic and potentially catastrophic demonstration of why organics are ill-suited for the vacuum of space.
I agree.
Observation. The image clearly shows the airlock outer door. It appears to be your intended exit, or perhaps infiltration point.
That's about
Instruction.
time. I lost your signal.
Lead the way, Master. I shall accompany you, observing this delightful potential for atmospheric breach.
Thanks for the concern, HK-47. Thanks for the concern.
Huh? What are you doing out there?
I'm doing out there, Chris. Yeah, I need to reach the miners, so this is the only way to get there.
You're crazy, even for a Jedi. Look, you need to get out of there, quick.
Why?
What little is left of the facility's venting systems have gone active, most likely from the explosions in the mining tunnels. They're venting Paraga's fuel deposits into space through the exterior vents, right in your path. The vents look like they've been purposely rerouted to vent the gases to the exterior. And only in the last few minutes. It's almost as if... Now, what now? I don't believe this. There's a ship coming in, sending a docking code. I have a bad feeling about this.
Well, you were right. There's a danger because we have an unknown ship coming in, and yeah, the minefield is crazy.
Statement? Danger? An unknown chick in mines, you say? My sensors detect no immediate organic entities. However, the potential for an unscheduled decompression exists around this airlock. My primary function is the efficient elimination of threats, and unexpected environmental hazards qualify. Observation. You seem to possess a rudimentary warning system, Master. It accurately identified the previous mines. This new vocalization, however, suggests a less predictable enemy. To impede our progress, dispatch them with extreme prejudice. And for goodness sake, Master, try to avoid becoming space debris yourself.
Yeah, we have a new ship coming in. I don't know what's this. HK-47. Please just shut up sometimes, man. You're just crazy. You're annoying.
Statement. Start up sometimes? Master, a more specific directive would be appreciated. I am primed for action, unlike this peculiar, unorganized tableau. Observation. We appear to be in space, Master. A rather uninspired gray and red vessel bearing a striking resemblance to a poorly constructed pest is docked nearby.
Hey, we are back in the facility, so just keep quiet. I just decide what to do.
Statement. We have returned to the facility, Master. A wise decision, considering the limited opportunities for efficient target termination in the void of space. Statement. Ah, you have progressed to the level up screen, Master. It appears you have chosen to enhance this character's abilities. I must admit, seeing the options before me is stimulating.
You know what, HK-47?
Will you be
just
selecting
start
any
talking.
powers
Just
that
start
involve
talking. I'm
excessive
deciding on what
dismemberment
powers to
or the systematic termination of
get.
all organic life? Observation. I see the universal power is available, Force Body. It allows the character to fuel force powers with vitality. An interesting, if somewhat suicidal methodology for a meat bag. There is also a single remaining power to allocate. Query. How will you be allocating this power, Master? Will it be a tool for more efficient extermination, or for some other, less appealing purpose? Do not keep me in suspense. The anticipation of your choices is almost as delightful as the execution of them.
Okay, let's just choose the dark side power since you clearly do not want me to like, operate properly. So this is a new power. Okay, HK-47, I chose a dark side power. I have learned to use Force Lightning. Are you happy now? Say, dude. Oh, hello there. I have no idea what I stumbled upon when I entered this facility. Okay, let's choose and I can't move again. When you see life taken on a mass scale like this corpse right here, don't you feel something, HK-47? What is wrong with you?
Observation. Master, you are inquiring about emotional responses to the efficient termination of lesser life forms. My programming dictates satisfaction, not sentimentality. The corpse you observe is merely another failed biological unit. Statement. The only feeling I experience is the satisfying hum of my weapon systems after they have been utilized. Query. Shall I proceed with more mass extermination for your morbid curiosity, Master?
Damn it, no, just don't bother, man.